Welcome to my allotment, plot 3 in North Warwickshire. November plot tour. All the leaves now have died back and putting their goodness back into the crowns on the rhubarb. And we've got quite a few runners. We can actually see them now. I'll be taking those for plot 1. And all the raspberry canes have now been taken down, cut back down to about 6 inches, 150mm of the ground. All these will be coming out and being moved to plot 1. I've been promised some black currant bushes from a plot opposite, but we'll be taking that middle one out there to give these others room. The blackberries will also be moved, and I've even had one root down over here. It's I've cut it from the mother plant. That should shoot, and that'll be another blackberry for plot 1. The last of the blueberries, I was taking those today. The wind's been blowing in the right direction, so I've cut all these down. I've still got a lot of tidying up to do, but these leaves and stuff can be mulched into the compost bin. But just desperate to get rid of some of the rubbish and get it burned. I'll leave the door open on the fruit cage now, just in case any of the birds do get in, and they've got easy exit basically. Saves other plot holders trying to get them out for me. And the broad beans from plot 1, the ones that decided to grow on their own, they're in here now. I'll put some fleece around just to protect them a little bit. Some of these are from plot 1 and some that the mice didn't eat. The seeds that were in the polytunnel. So nature always finds a way. Not sure whether these are the overwintering variety, but if those seeds did actually germinate and throw up shoots, I'm sure they were prepared to be left out in the cold. So I'm hoping those will do well. Jerusalem artichokes. I've left one just so that you get a bit of an idea how tall they do get. And you may not be getting this, but they are pushing uphill, and I have had to cover some of the artichokes up, but I've left that one and I've covered the rest, hopefully. Not sure whether they actually go green like potatoes, but we'll be looking at those in January. Skip vines. This is from plot 1. These 4 were out of a skip. They've even got the taps on them, but I don't know how they got the taps on them before I actually cut the lids. These are a little bit different to these, because that top slips inside the other one if you cut an extra inch off that, and then the top actually just drops inside, where this one they're actually more upright, so there's no way you can actually get that piece inside. So what I actually done was just cut it at a suitable place and then turned it upside down. Ideal. Just take one of the bungs out, feed your water in, and then this collects the water and goes in anyway. You need to cover your water by at least 2/3 to stop it from going green. So I'll either swap these for something else or keep them for myself. Potatoes. We've got one dustbin bag left and 2 of these dumpy buckets. They're keeping quite well at the moment, but I am going to move them inside. I have made a little bit more room. Cut and grow lettuce. It's had a few frosts. Leaves have gone a bit tougher, but it's still with us. Really pleased with those. So going into the carrot boxes and the onions. All the carrots are out of here now. Yes, Mick Watson, I've been neglecting this plot, I know. It's one of those. I always get excited about doing something different. But I've still got a carrot box full here. So let's pull one out and see what we've got. That's definitely another good specimen. I have picked one of the bigger ones, obviously. Wouldn't want to show you my little one. Whoops, there he is. So, I've planted some of my red onions and they're just started to come through. Again, like I said before, this is where I put the onions last year. It's the only place that I haven't had the leaf miner, so they've gone in here again. These are the late Swedes. Not sure whether I've got any good ones, but let's have a look. Not the biggest in this world, but better than nothing at all. So I'm pleased with those. I'll probably have to take these out and store them so I can get my other onions in. I like that carrot. I'm going to take that one home and show the wife. My last bit of celery in the compost bin. I should be pulling that out today. Into the brassica bed. The kale. Yes, those lovely white fly. They taste absolutely delicious. The only way you can probably get rid of the whitefly is tap it while there's a good frost. I've had to tidy these up. Now we've got a little bit of club root on the left hand side as we walk in, but nothing on the right hand side to speak of. Just see the start of it there. These will be going home into the green bin, whether they've got club root on them or not. You can see how much water we've got, guys. So what, we must have had at least 4 inches of rain since I last emptied that bucket. It's been horrendous just right lately. I'm tidying it up. That was from a peach stone in my early days of composting. We chucked everything in the compost bin, and I actually found that in the onion bed, and it's gone mad. And apparently in years to come I might get something from it. We shall see. Into the root bed. Still got a lot of parsnips to eat. These are the original Swedes. That's my best one this year. And we've still got 2 rows of parsnips in the ground, and I'll be pulling one of those out today. No, I'm going to pull it out now. Not bad at all. In actual fact, these are growing just as well in the ground using the crowbar. That one hasn't had a happy time. And actually doing them in the carrot box. Same amount of canker. So, but when you're chitting parsnip, guys, you must use kitchen rolls, and you must plant them as soon as the 2 leaves have formed, or else I have had one that's gone ballistic like a spider octopus. Only found one at the moment. That just means that the taproot was out the bottom, or the taproot was damaged as we put them in the ground. But using toilet rolls, kitchen rolls, you don't touch the root at all. Definitely going to do this next year. So, Michael Jacobs, come on matey, next year I want to see you with a lovely long parsnip. We're on the salad bed now. Still got some raspberries, look. Shocking, isn't it, this time of the year? Swiss chard, still taking the leaves. Be taking some more today. These empty stations, I'll be pulling these up, and then I'm going to be doing underground worm farm reveal to see if the worms did actually spread out and take all their wee and poo with them to feed my salad crop. Comfrey's cut back into the compost bin. Water tanks are full. I've got to get the pump put away because we forecast some really good frost soon. So let's go into the polytunnel. Not going to squeeze in here, guys. No, we're going to have to switch off. But again, late crop into the polytunnel. It gives you a few greens. They're not the most wonderful things, but as you can see, we haven't got much of a root system on, and they've been drawn up to the light. Radish, I don't know whether they'll fill out or not. They're going strong. Last courgette, and I'm going to be picking all the peppers off these, and then I'll trim this plant back, leave it there. If it dies, it dies. If it comes back next year, happy days. 3 strawberry plants. Now, next year I'm not going to be putting the strawberries in here. It's a shame because they just don't seem to do well. Once they did well fruiting, mice loved them, but they just don't seem to survive in the raised beds in the poly. It does dry out really quickly. Carrots, still got lots to pick at. I'm going to get one of these and open them up so that I've got some for Sunday dinner. Having those big sweet candles, it does make you lazy. All you have to do is get a quick wash and a peel. The Brussels sprouts are thickening up nicely now since taking the top out, and just a little bit of storm damage from Angus, the first named storm of the year. So I've got that to silicon back on. I'll probably do that once the Brussels sprout is finished. Right, let's see what I've got in these carrot buckets. So I've picked on a bucket that I know has got some decent carrots. There's some there that haven't. So they were planted 11th of June, and I did make the mistake of sowing too many and then sowing too little. So, sow too many, you can always pull a few out. But that is another great haul from the carrots in the bucket. As you can see, the soil is reasonably dry, just damp enough just to stop the carrots from going soft. See if it goes a click, or Yeah, so those carrots are still nice and hard, where if you pulled them out the ground and stored them, you don't want a limp carrot, do you guys? This is where I'll store some of the potatoes. These are the Desiree. The mice found them as well, but this time of the year you can't help sharing.